Hey, how's it? This is the Foundation doing my Cowboys versus Seahawks video. You know who I roll with. I roll with the Cowboys. So this is a real quick story. My uncle, he's from Seattle. Well, not from Seattle. He's lived up there over 40 years already. So he's a legit Seahawks fan. You know, he kind of goes back and forth. Me and him go back and forth with it and all that. It's always by him because I could care less about the Seahawks. And everything. I have fun with my cousin guys, his sons, because they have no sense of history and everything and they're only a few years younger than me. Like, you know, I tell them when they won when they went to the Super Bowl against the Broncos, I called my uncle. I said, "Oh, you must be really hyped. Not only you get to play in the Super Bowl, but you get to play against the Broncos." And my cousin guys was like, "Why? What? Yeah, so what?" Like, what do you mean, so what? They were bitter rivals back in the day. I mean, come on. Everybody in old, and they should see this too. If you watch old NFL films, every time they show that as a highlight, as Steve Largent hitting the Broncos player because he got laid out earlier that year or the year before, or something like that. I forget the total dynamic, but he got laid out, and he came, and when that defensive back intercepted the ball, and Steve Largent, that's all he was focused on, wanted to get his revenge, and he whacked him. And Steve Largent is not a big guy, and he popped the ball in the air and everything like that, and that's probably a fun play to watch. And then, and then when they moved to the NFC, I know a lot of Raiders fans and Chiefs fans, and Broncos fans. They used to tease the Seahawks. They said, "You guys suck so bad. You guys got rejected. We had to send you to you guys made the AFC West look so bad. We had to give you to the NFC, the NFC and all that." So that's why I said, that's a real rivalry. And then the funniest one I did was, though, I used to like Kurt Warner. Man, he was a damn good running back. And then my cousin was like, right there, he walked right into it. He's like, "Kurt Warner never played for the Seahawks, and damn never running back." And I was like, "Yeah, he did." And then right there, my cousin had to Google him, and my uncle just started just shaking his head, and he knew right away. I was just like, man, I go, you guys not fans, right? Not talk to me. If you guys can't even know I don't expect you to know every single history thing, but damn, bro, you guys should know enough. But then my trippiest memory is because in 2014 he went to the game when the Cowboys played the Seahawks, and in the beginning of the game, during the game, texting me. I'm like, "You're at the stadium. Focus on the game, bro. I'm not bothering you." But then, you saw what Bobby Wagner did. Oh, he broke Romo in half, and then when T. Will got that catch, the tippy-toed catch, and then right there, the texting stopped. Then right when McLean got the interception, I started texting back, "Uncle, you never text me in a while. Are you okay?" And then I kept on texting, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Then finally he goes, "Okay, yeah, whatever. Yes, I'm fine." And I'm like, "Oh, oh, wow. I thought something had happened to you because, after T-Will got the catch, you got you never call me back. You never text me back." Like, yeah, whatever. So I said, "Oh, that was on game." And I started going off on him. And he's like, "Okay, yeah, whatever." I goes like, "Hey, remember now, you wanted to text me. I want to talk now. I was watching the game. You kept on bothering me. So let me bother you now." So anyway, yeah, that was that's what still goes on. And then last year he called me up because we kicked the Cowboys out of the playoffs. Whatever. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was pissed. And that goes to this game. Seattle's gonna be playing very desperate. They're gonna be hyped on their home opener. Again, you got the Rams. One of the best teams in the league. Then you got the 49ers, looking better. So they didn't want to go 0-3 and everything like that. So And then we cannot allow to what happened with Carolina. You know, sometimes the Cowboys, after they play an emotional game, like a division rivalry, you know, they tend to come out flat. They cannot do that. They cannot let how the Carolina game, you know, get behind the chains, dumb penalties, and everything like that. They gotta be focused. They gotta be ready to play, and that's how, if we're gonna make the playoffs and do anything with this season, you gotta be focused 100% and all that. I know their offensive line is probably even worse than the Giants' offensive line, but the difference is that Russell Wilson can move around. Russell Wilson is a much athletic quarterback than Eli, so it's not like, you know, they're gonna have to not just go crazy, and then, you know, every time they see. I mean, I remember that play with D-Law. You know, yes, there's capability, but you cannot go crazy. You know, like how the couple of times we let Cam get away because we weren't disciplined and all that. I know Zeke is gonna be licking his chops for this game because it was his first game back, and, you know, they denied him the you know, touchdown in the red zone. You know, they shut us out in the red zone, and, you know, I can see Zeke being pissed off about that. I know we signed Butler because now you're hearing rumors about T. Will being suspended, so you want to bring somebody back that they're familiar with. You know, Dak, you know, he looked much more better. Still got to improve, you know, like continue. I mean, I would say continue to run those read options and like manufacture yards, manufacture offense until he gets the good rapport where he can feel comfortable on consistently throwing down throwing to these wide receivers and all that. Randy Gregory coming back, so that's a great sign and everything. So for the team of this game, again, when you get into the red zone, you got to score touchdowns. You cannot get dumb penalties to get the crowd involved and the other team confidence and doing punts and all that, and getting down in distance, you know, long down in distance. You cannot get into 2nd and 15, 2nd and 11. You know, you cannot do that kind of stuff. You cannot get 3rd and 11. You know, you cannot do that kind of stuff. We're not built that way. But yeah, that can be a thing. And, you know, I know people talking about the Richard, you know, Chris Richard, you know, the familiarity with the Seahawks and all that. You know, they also know him too. They also could say, you know, Chris Richard really likes to run this kind of defense when this happens and all that, and vice versa. So while it's helpful, you cannot be dependent on it. You know, so I mean, they got a guy that's been in the league long enough to where he can make his own adjustments. You know, Earl Thomas and Bobby Wagner. Those are veteran guys that know the game well enough where they can read. They can call their own adjustments and all that. So you know, like I said, it's helpful, but it's not. You cannot depend on it and all that. So yeah, we're gonna prove something. We gotta win on the road this time, and we cannot stack those wins up. That's all you gotta do. And this is a good test. How you know, if the Seahawks is as bad as some people think, then you're supposed to stomp on their throat, get them out of the way, and move on to the Lions. That's it. You know, that's all I can say. All right. Mahalo for watching. Maniela boys, and like always, go Cowboys.